Now that was God.
Welcome to the YouTube channel, Now That Was God, where stories of inspiration and hope will be shared with you. Stories that you share with us that glorify God.
Our first story is from Alicia in Texas.
There was a point in my life when I was so blinded and bounded by the chains of the devil that I had got real addicted to heroin. I didn't care about anything. All I saw was my next use. If I didn't have it when I wanted it, I would have a whole attitude, and I would become very violent towards others, and I didn't care who I hurt. It was all about me and my addiction. One day, I had used too much heroin, and overdosed. One of my friends had found me lying unconscious on the bathroom floor, and he gave me CPR and pumped my chest, unsuccessfully. He remembered that his dad had told him that milk helps a heroin addict, so he injected me with 2 units of milk, and I came back. When I was unconscious, I saw this bright white light, and a man dressed in white coming towards me, and he held out his hand for me to grab, and when I reached out to grab it, I woke up, and right then I knew, that was God.
Now that was God.
Our next story is from Larry, in Texas.
Hi, I am Larry. I'm incarcerated in Texas. I got up one morning, and was about to brush my teeth, and standing at the cell door, I could see this trash some inmate had pushed out under his cell door. I could just make out a few words on a sheet of paper that read, "Good news and any topic." But the trash was a good 30 feet down the run. I finished brushing my teeth, made my bed, and tidied up my cell, and sat down with my Bible. But the only thing I could think about was how to get this inmate's trash just to read this "Good news and any topic," without asking the dude to kick his trash down here, so I could read his personal stuff. Well, an hour or so later, an officer comes around spraying this chemical that they use to kill the COVID on everything. As he is spraying and walking, he kicks this trash as he is walking, and it stops right in front of my door. Funny, did I snatch the trash in? Yep. Interestingly, it was an article on politics and religion. But my point is, my only world, our life, is from any outside contact, as I am locked away in a 5x9 cell, and only rarely allowed out for fresh air, or sunlight. So, this may be trivial to some, but it made my day, and I believe, that was God, who allowed me to get this extra reading material.
Now that was God.
Our last story is from Celeste, in Texas.
Hi, my name is Celeste and I'm an inmate in Texas. I had just been released from 2 weeks in the hospital, recovering from major stomach repair surgery. Instead of going back to my unit, I was taken to the medical cells at reception, because I was still on a liquid diet, and on pain medication. After my recovery here, I was returned to my dorm, filled with trepidation. Lane Murray was the dorm where my stomach was injured. I was packing up my cubicle at 2:30 a.m. getting ready for the move. My first thought was to cry, but I stopped myself and said, "Okay God, you know what that hateful unit has done to me. So, obviously you know what you're doing, and I won't cry or fret, I'll just trust you." I arrived at Lane Murray and to my surprise, there was now a handicapped unit. The cubicles were huge, big enough for wheelchairs and to maneuver round. Everything was brand new and white. All the showers had bench seating and a spray wand. And it has air conditioning, unlike the rest of the units, where the dorms easily exceed 130 degrees in the metal buildings during the heat of summer. This dorm is peaceful. We are older, have serious medical issues, and are treated with dignity and respect. This is the best dorm I've lived in throughout my 19 years in prison. So I know that was God. All I had to do was have faith, like Abraham, that he would work all things out for my good.
Now that was God.
And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called, according to his purpose. Romans chapter 8 verse 28.
Thank you for listening. If you have a story you'd like to share, email it to nowthatwasgod@gmail.com. This YouTube channel is solely for the purpose of praising and glorifying God.